the City of Springboro and the Franklin Springboro Public Library are partnering on a cycling and walking speaker series. Hi, I'm Maureen Russell Hodson, and this is Springboro Here and There. We are here in Council Chambers where our BPAC meets, along with our BPAC liaison, Dan Boron, who is our city planner. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Maureen. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so it's cold outside, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't be thinking about walking and cycling, and we're going to do that by offering a speaker series inside at the Springboro Library.
You're right. It's a great time for us to have events inside while cyclists can't really actively use their bikes, so we have all kinds of programming set up here for the remainder of the winter.
So we've already had one speaker come a few weeks ago, and wow, what a turnout.
We had standing room only.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. My first SRO here at Springboro history after 21 years. No, we had a great crowd. Andy Niekamp spoke. Great crowd, over 110 people. We'll be having our next 3 events in February at that same venue. I think we'll have enough room.
Okay, so the next one coming up is on February 5th.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
Yes, we have Earl McDaniel, who in 2018, Earl did a bike ride across the country, supported by his father in a follow vehicle. He did that over the course of a summer. He's a very good speaker and a park liaison volunteer with the Park District up in Montgomery County. And he also has a record for multiple months in a row. I think it's up to 7.5 years of century rides once a month. And that includes a century ride that he's already completed here in January. So he rides at least 100 miles on any given ride through a 7.5-year cycle. So we'll be having Earl here. Earl's currently writing a book about his ride across the country. He will be here to talk about not just the logistics of the ride, like what you need to carry and what you shouldn't, but his preparation plans, also the logistics of having a follow vehicle. I believe he has a very interesting story about that. His father followed him, and there was a breakdown of the vehicle, so his father-in-law got a brand new van out of this whole effort. So we'll be having all of those facts, and also I think it's a very inspirational story as well. Earl's a very good speaker, so we will be having him here on the 5th across the hall, across the parking lot here at the library's community room.
So it's a great event to go to hear him talk about his adventures and his misadventures, it sounds like. But also, if you're planning a cycling event, maybe the things that you should do and learn from the way he's planned his trip.
Right. For example, I'm very interested in bike packing. So this was an example of it, using and carrying all the vehicle equipment that you would need for a multi-day ride. In this case, he did have a follow vehicle. But this would be a great event for younger crowds. I know in the past we've had similar talks where we've had scouts coming here with their parent leaders and volunteers to be able to talk about similar events and learn a lot.
Okay, so again, that is on February 5th, and it is at the Springboro Library.
Correct.
Then the next week, on February 11th, we have Rails to Trails Conservancy, another interesting topic.
Yes, we're going to have Eric Oberg from the Rails to Trails Conservancy. Maybe first I should say, hey, what's a rail trail? You were going to ask me that. What's a rail trail? Rail trail is probably the best 2 examples locally are the Little Miami Scenic Trail and also the Great Miami Trail on either side of Springboro. That's an example of taking an abandoned rail line and gradually converting it to a multi-use trail. So for example, the Great Miami Trail that goes through downtown Franklin all the way into Dayton, and also the Little Miami to the east of us, which goes almost continuously from Cincinnati to London, Ohio, and once that gap is closed, pretty much continuous route all the way to downtown Cleveland.
Wow.
Right.
So that's called Rails to Trails. That's interesting. I've heard that term, but I didn't know what it meant.
So these can be used by not just cyclists. So the program is not geared just to bicycling, but also pedestrians as well. Parts of the Little Miami Scenic Trail you could see are used by horses. There's overnight camping opportunities, plenty of space for walkers, camping, as well, but also picnicking as you stop. I've ridden from Springboro to Cincinnati. It's a great trail, especially southbound because you're going downstream and downhill. But it's actually a very easy ride to get out to Corwin, which is the place that you could pick up the Little Miami Scenic Trail and go either direction, south towards Cincinnati, Loveland, which is a great rail town, or north to Xenia or Yellow Springs.
Okay, and again, that is on February 11th.
Correct.
And it's at 7 o'clock, and again at the Springboro Library. Right. And then we're going to wrap up the series on February 19th with bicycle maintenance.
Right. We're having Otto Bone, who owns Spoken Bikes in Middletown, back. Otto was here, I believe, 2 years ago and gave a great class about bicycle maintenance and repair. So this will be a hands-on. We're going to clear out the whole space and have a hands-on class about the basic maintenance and repair that you would be doing on your bicycle over the winter months. Spoken Bikes is a full-service bicycle repair store and more. It actually also has a tavern associated with it. He does spin classes and all other kinds of activities. He has clubs and rides going on all the time. And so Otto has been in business for about 4 years, and he will give a class on everything you should be doing now to get your bike ready for the spring.
Now, should you bring your bike with you to the event?
You can if you want to bring your bike, yes.
Wow, okay. And for all of these events, there's no reservations required, but the rooms do tend to fill up, right?
The rooms do fill up. No reservation required. They're free and open to the public, thanks to our partnership with the library. Yeah, I would get here as soon as you can. I think these events take place at different times, so look at the calendar and get here plenty of time and bring your bike. You definitely like to see that.
And we have everything on our website, which is ci.springboro.oh.us. Right. Earlier when we first started, I introduced you as the liaison with BPAC. BPAC means what?
BPAC is our Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee. Last year they celebrated their 10th anniversary. They were created by the City Council to help make our city bicycle and pedestrian friendly. So, and part of that is actually we were very happy to be recognized by the League of American Cyclists in 2014 as one of, I believe now there are 18 communities in Ohio that are bicycle friendly recognized. And that was through all the work and all the support of our city council, city staff, and others, we were able to make that happen, as well as BPAC. So BPAC has been at work for, again, 10 years, trying to develop plans for not just facilities like bike lanes and off-road trails, and also, for example, the Spark and Go in downtown in North Main Street, but also developing the programming, like the programming that we're going to have here in February.
And we don't just say we're a bicycle-friendly community, we really live it, and that's something that you've been working on all last year with the updated plan.
Correct. We're updating our bike and pedestrian plan. We adopted it in 2013. We've been very fortunate to have, again, the support of council and senior staff and BPAC and our residents to really do almost all the things that are included in the phase 1 of the plan, which was mostly on-road trails with marked lanes on shoulders. So, for example, on North Main Street, we have the green stripe area, the green boxes at the corner of Lytle 5 Points Road and also on Remick. That is one example of the things that we've been trying to do to make both cyclists and motorists aware of each other and that they're sharing a road that's for all uses, not just vehicles.
And we should remind people that those are not turn lanes. Those are bicycle lanes, right?
Yes, you're right. They are not for decel or for turning onto the street that is adjacent to it. They are specifically for bicycles, also for emergency purposes if you have to stop your vehicle, of course, and also for emergency equipment too to get through.
Okay, so the speaker series and the information about the cycling and walk plan are all available on our website, ci.springboro.oh.us. So we hope that folks come out, enjoy yourselves, even though, as we said, it's cold, but it's never too early to start planning for spring and cycling time.
And with that in mind, we have a whole slate of programs for the summer. We will have bike and walking events once a month, sponsored through BPAC in the city, from April all the way to September, including, I know everybody's favorite, which is Bike the Borough, which will be on Saturday, September 5th, Labor Day weekend. So we'll have other events. We'll be releasing all that information. The bike rides have been very popular, but I know as your first Bike the Borough, we're shooting for a bigger crowd even before. So that event we do already know, and we'll have our whole slate of events scheduled here and released in the next month.
Well, and it's January, and a lot of folks are making New Year's resolutions, so this is the time to get out, ride your bike, get out, walk your neighborhood, just enjoy all the wonderful things that Springboro has to offer. Well, thanks, Dan, for sharing some information.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Good to spend some time with you. And for more information, as I said, you can always visit our website, ci.springboro.oh.us, or visit us on Facebook. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.